having to play professional rugby, and the fact that you're still young and having to do young things?
Well, okay, for example, when I come back from a tour, it's obviously hard getting back in with my studies, but most of the time I get friends who actually help me and who have gotten notes for me, and I also go like see the teachers aside during their free time.
Right.
And when it comes to my social life, it's good when I get back and then I get back to meet my friends, family, get time to spend with them. Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is your definition of friendship and family? Because for some people, it's all about loyalty, it's all about spending time with them. What is it for you?
It's about mainly just around about the same things. For example, I like hanging out with my friends. That could be just at school, after school, go somewhere to somebody's house, chill out, or maybe at a pub, and just unwind.
So you're the typical dude, if I may. Correct me if I'm wrong.
What do you mean by typical?
Typical dude meaning, you know, hang out with friends, as you've said, hang out at the pub, and then once in a while, sport, except yours is professional and you get paid for it.
Okay, then you can see that if that's your typical dude, then that's me.
Then that's you. Yeah. Okay, fine. So, quick fire segment here. Very many questions, very limited amount of time for you to answer them. Okay. So, no thinking twice about it. Yeah. What's your favorite movie? See, you're already thinking about it.
Okay, I would have to say, at the moment, Watchmen.
Okay. Favorite song?
Favorite song? Juicy, B.I.G.
I don't even know what song that is. Okay. Your favorite album?
Favorite album? Graduation.
If you were not to be a rugby player, what would you be?
Ooh. A bungee jumper.
A bungee? Seriously, a bungee jumper?
No. I was just kidding. But I don't know. A chef, a pilot.
Okay, it has to be one.
Okay, a pilot.
Like if today you're told, God forbid, your arms are broken or your shoulders are dislocated and you can't play rugby for 4 to 7 years, what would you do?
I guess I would tell stories on on a kid show.
You tell okay, fine. Your line of thinking is it goes like this. First you'd be a pilot, a bungee jumper, then you tell stories. Okay, interesting things you're knowing on the flip side, only on KTN Sunrise Live. All right, so rugby is obviously taking up a lot of your time. What are some of the things that you do when you do have free time?
Like I said, I like...
Apart from hanging out with your friends and whatever, like on a typical Sunday evening or
well,
Sunday afternoon.
I like my sleep, so even today it was hard waking up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I try to get as much rest as I can.
Okay.
And spend most of the time, like as you said, on a Sunday at home, watching movies or, series.
Okay, fine. Let's get a bit serious now. There are a lot of people who are probably watching you, people who know you, who look up to you. Yeah. And to them, you're the person who has made it. What would you say to people like those who are looking up to you, or people who are even older and looking to you and thinking, I need to get my act together?
Okay, the first thing I'll say is like, for the younger guys, is that they should try in whatever they want to do or achieve. They should always strive to do a little extra in everything that they do. So whatever you want to do or become, just do that little extra, because that's what is going to count. That's what's going to make you better than your competition around you.
Right.
Yeah. And the second thing is just you need to have good friends or around you who will actually motivate you. And you need to also not take criticism in a bad way most of the time, but just also look at the good and the bad side of things.
I'm glad you brought up criticism. Obviously, there are a lot of people who say both positive and negative things. How do you deal with the negative?
Well, the negatives, I try to brush them off and look at what I can do to to improve, like in rugby, yeah, as a player. But I take note of them and think, oh, maybe this is true, so let me try work at it harder. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So right now you're at a certain place, both in your education and in your rugby.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, or what do you want to have achieved in, say, 5 years?
At the moment, as a nation, we haven't yet won an IRB trophy.
So close, though.
Yeah, so close. So that's something I, as an individual, would like to achieve, having a trophy under my belt. But as a team,
as a
team, yeah, that's something we'd surely like to achieve, and that's something we want to achieve in the near future, probably even in the next tour. In the long run, having gotten many accolades, rugby accolades, would be one of my achievements. Maybe even the Olympic gold medal, because we are now IRB 7. I mean, the sevens is now an IRB, an Olympic sport.
Olympic sport, right.
And so we are looking to actually do well during the 2016 Olympics and go for gold.
Get gold medals.
Yeah.
Well, all the best with that. So then, see, now words escape me. See, that's typical. What happens when people stop you on the street and they're like, oh yeah, Biko KTN, going to groupies now?
It's flattering when there are people who, like, in the marketplaces or in shops, just here in the Nairobi streets, people actually stop me and say hello and like congratulate me or any other teammates, yeah, for the great work we've done, and it's a good feeling you get, yeah.
Does it ever get smothering? Do you ever feel like I just want my private life back, or do you bask in that?
No, sometimes there's a lot of pressure, you know, like the attention gets to you, and you're like, and I sometimes get a bit shy of that, so it's kind of awkward at times.
So then who keeps you grounded? Which people are the ones who keep you true to yourself and, you know, humble and not letting fame get to your head?
The rest of my players who experience the same things, and also my friends, because my friends they knew me before the game,
right?
And they know me now, so they're the ones who actually, I mean, I'm very comfortable around them.
You've mentioned the players as keeping you grounded. What are some of the other things that you learned from them on an individual note, not necessarily with regard to rugby?
Okay, for my teammates, there are many guys I actually look up to, and like the senior players, some of them are working and playing rugby at the same time or have families, and that's something that's I see as very motivational in some way, because I also would like to achieve that once I'm done with school, get a job and try balance rugby and work, you know.
Right. Okay, did you find it difficult at first to settle in because, being so young, and like you've said, you're working with an experienced team, both in terms of their professional lives and in terms of professional rugby?
It was being called up to the team was obviously a big thing for me.
Right. Actually, you can tell us about that, how exactly you got called to the team.
Okay, just shortly after high school, I joined a club side called Nundi's Scripts,
yeah. RFC,
and I played in the Floodlights. That was in 2007, and shortly after the Floodlights, I was called up by the coach, that's Benjamin Ayimba, to come and join the forward training session. I was obviously very excited, and that's how it began.
So that's how it began.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the previous question. What exactly have you learned from the players on an individual note?
In terms of rugby, or?
No, not necessarily in terms of rugby. Generally, yeah.
Okay. I've learned that the guys who have come from, in the rugby team, we have guys from different backgrounds, and when we come in as a team, we share such stories. Everyone shares their stories, and I got to learn about people's past and how they actually achieved their goals, yeah, And that also has encouraged me to do more and achieve more.
Okay.